मैं भेज दूंगा सर।
कौन करेगा?
बोबड़े सर।
Okay. So now I will say start, then start the recording for at least 3 to 4 minutes and then send it to me. Okay. So now you can start the recording. So the next test is Bundsman water repellency test. Now this test is required, or we can say the aim of this test is to produce the effect of rain storm on a fabric in the laboratory. So actually what we are checking here, we are checking here how good your fabric, how good or how bad is your fabric when you are in a rainstorm. So artificial rainstorm will be now generated in the laboratory, and hence as it is done by the scientist, so his name is given here, that is Bundsman water repellency test. Now in this test, the fabric is subjected to a shower of water from a head fitted with large number of standard nozzles. Means on a top there is one water tank, we can say, or water head we can say, and that water head or water tank is having a large number of standard nozzles, and through that nozzle, as it is having large number of holes there, so a rain like situation will be created because water will drop through these nozzles from the overhead, or from the, we can say, from the roof of your laboratory. Roof boliye, yeah, it is having certain height. Now during the shower, the back of your fabric will be rubbed. Means the fabric is kept here, and from the back side of the fabric will be kept below this rain, artificial rain, and the back side of the fabric will be rubbed by certain special mechanism which is intended to produce a situation or simulate a situation that is called flexing effect. Normally this takes place when we wear the cloth. For example, when I am wearing the shirt and when I move in the rain, so that shirt is in contact with my skin, and if I am moving in the rain, so no doubt the lower part of this fabric, or we can say the back of this fabric, is rubbed by my skin, and on the top or upper part of the fabric, the showers, they are hitting the fabric. So this situation we are creating in this laboratory by using this Bundsman test. So you can stop the recording now. जिसको मैंने बोला था, you can stop the recording, and after the lecture you can send it to my personal WhatsApp number. Okay? तो 5 मिनट का 3 मिनट का recording हो गया होगा. Okay. So we will move ahead now. So this method is a British standard method. So now what we do in this method, as I told you, एक artificial rain मैं यहाँ पे produce करने की कोशिश करता हूँ. Now what we do here? Now here we try 4 tests. 4 specimen. 4 specimen we will use here, and see this 4 specimen, they are mounted at a time on a cups. I will show you the diagram, then I think it will be clear to you. Small cups are there, and we mount all these 4 specimens. 4 specimens you are using, means 4 cups are there. On all, each one cup we are keeping our specimen, and from the back side, or we can say inside the cup, there is a spring loaded wipers which will rub back of the cloth while the whole cup assembly is slowly rotating. वो जो rain है, when the rain is there, मतलब you have created artificial rain, and in that rain 4 cups are there. These 4 cups, they are rotating first slowly. Another thing, on the mouth of this cup you have mounted a fabric, means from the top, on the top part or surface of the fabric, the water drops are falling, and the inner surface of your fabric is now rubbed by using certain wiper which is in that cup. उस कप के अंदर वाइपर्स है जो इनर साइड है जो आपका फैब्रिक का, उसको रब करता है. I will show you the figure, so it will be, I think, clear to you. And this action we will do for 10 minutes. And here now we will go for a heavy shower. The rate of this heavy shower can be adjusted so that it will deliver 65 milliliter of water per minute to each cup. ये यहाँ पे हम कोशिश करते हैं कि means we try to create a situation of a heavy shower. And heavy shower मतलब क्या, तो at least the water should be delivered here at least 65 ml per minute to each cup. ये हम कोशिश करेंगे. तो 4 कप है तो 65 एक कप के ऊपर गिरना चाहिए, तो उस टाइप में हम सेट कर देते हैं एक्सपेरिमेंट को. 65 ml ऑफ वाटर पर मिनट हर एक कप पे गिरना चाहिए, ये हम यहाँ पे कोशिश करें. ठीक है. यस यस, कोई कुछ बोलना चाहता है? ओके, नाउ जस्ट मिनट, वी विल ट्राई टू. नाउ दिस इज डायग्राम. आप एक बार डायग्राम देख लीजिए, मैं फिर से आपको थियरी दिखाता हूँ. इज द डायग्राम इज विजिबल टू यू? सी दिस आर द कप्स. ओके, मतलब ये जो कप्स है, मैं यहाँ पे सिंपल कप ऐसे दिखा रहा हूँ. ये कप्स देखिए इस एंगल में लगे हुए हैं ताकि वाटर ड्रॉप इसके ऊपर यहाँ पे गिरता है इस टाइप में. ओके, इस पे वाटर ड्रॉप ऐसे, एंड दे आर रोटेटिंग, ये घूमता है. ऐसे 4 कप है, मैं 2 दिखाया हूँ, 2 इधर होंगे, यहाँ एक होगा, इधर एक होगा. तो 4 कप्स आर देयर एंड दे आर रोटेटिंग एट 5 RPM लाइक दिस. ठीक है. सो यहाँ पे आपने कपड़ा बांध दिया ऐसा, ऊपर से ड्रॉप गिर रहा है पानी का, नीचे में वाइपर है. नीचे में क्या है? The wipers. And the wipers, what the wipers is doing, they are rubbing. This is the wiper, for example, and this wiper, then there is another spring loaded mechanism, and what is doing, this is rubbing inner side of your fabric. Okay, तो यहाँ पे कुछ न कुछ पानी यहाँ ड्रॉप होगा. ठीक है, होगा या नहीं होगा, that is a different thing, but this is a condition. See here, this is specimen, this is your specimen, this is your cup, and here this is a used wiper for rubbing. This is wiper for rubbing. Okay, they will rub the fabric. The lower side of the fabric will get rubbed. And this is a head, जैसे मैंने बोला water head है, tank भी बोल सकते हैं आप इसको. And the height is kept around 1.5 meters. So this height on which the water will be dropped is kept around 1.5 meters. And here standard size number of nozzles are there. Then from tank the water is supplied to this, and hence we will create the situation like there is a rain storm. And heavy supply भी दे सकते हैं. You can control the supply because it is up to you. So heavy rain condition means 65 ml of water at least एक कप के ऊपर जाना चाहिए. उससे कम रहेगा तो मॉडरेट रेन, उससे कम रहेगा तो लाइट रेन. सो दैट इज डिपेंड ऑन यू. सो नाउ as I told you, the heavy shower we are here giving or for we are here trying to maintain the heavy shower for 10 minutes so that the rate is so adjusted. Heavy shower means what? The rate is so adjusted that this tank will deliver at least 65 ml of water per minute to each cup. Now there are 4 cups. So 4 cup into 65. So that is equal to that is 260 ml of water per minute आप नीचे गिराओगे, 4 कप नीचे में है, वो घूम रहे हैं, तो हर एक को 65 ml वाटर आराम से मिल जाएगा. ठीक है. तो 230 ml ऑफ वाटर पर मिनट वहां से ऊपर से ड्रॉप हो रहा है और वहां पे कप हमारे घूम रहे हैं. नाउ दिस वाटर फ्लो is maintained here with the temperature roughly 20 degrees centigrade, and also we are keeping the pH value of that water between 8 to 6 के आसपास pH value water का होना चाहिए, जो कि रेन वाटर का होता है. रेन वाटर का अगर आप pH value देखो तो it is between 6 to 8. ठीक है. Now as I told you कि भाई बहुत ज्यादा पानी ऊपर से आप बाहर मतलब दे रहे हो, तो यहाँ पे pH वैल्यू और टेम्परेचर मेंटेन करना थोड़ा बहुत मुश्किल है, बट हो सकता है. Now this shower which we have now put on the cup, the kinetic energy of the shower will be now calculated. Now you will find that this kinetic energy of the shower is roughly 5.8 times that of the cloud burst. Means जो एक्चुअल में क्लाउड बर्स्ट जब होता है तो जो शावर होता है, ठीक है, तो उससे जो शावर हम दे रहे हैं by using this test, it is having more energy. Means kinetic energy. Why I am saying kinetic energy? Because the molecule is dropping, the water is dropping from a height, है ना? So when the water is dropping, it will having certain kinetic energy. So in our case, the kinetic energy which is calculated is roughly 5.8 times that of cloud burst. मतलब देखिए बहुत जबरदस्त आप फोर्सफुली वहां पे रेन दे रहे हो, मतलब बारिश करा रहे हो artificially. 90 times that for heavy rain. Means your kinetic energy is 90 times that for heavy rain in this instrument. इतना जोरदार काइनेटिक एनर्जी या फोर्सफुली हम बोल सकते हैं आप पानी ड्रॉप कर रहे हो. एंड for the kinetic energy in our test is 480 times that of the moderate rain, and 21,000 kinetic energy is 21,000 times that for light rain. So आप इसे इतना फोर्सफुली यहाँ पे रेनिंग करा रहे हैं. Now by using this test, two fabric parameters normally we are measuring, that is penetration and absorption. What we are measuring? Penetration as well as absorption. Now penetration means what? Penetration of water through the fabric. ये कैसे पता चलेगा? The water collected in the cup is measured to the measured in milliliters. जितने मिनट 10 मिनट के लिए आपने शावर दिया, कितना पानी कप में, पानी कप में गया मीन्स व्हाट? The water which will pass through the fabric, means which is penetrating through the fabric, that will be collected in the cups. Okay, so that is called penetration. So penetration of water through the fabric will be measured, that is the water which is collected in the cup. Then absorption of water. How we will measure absorption of water by the fabric? What we will do? Here we will take the specimen. We will weigh the specimen. So before test also we will weigh the specimen. Means there is no water. Before test there is no water. Then after the test we will again measure the specimen. So it will having absorb water. उसमें पानी है, उसका वजन बढ़ गया, है ना? तो थोड़ा बहुत उसको जैसे हमने टैपिंग करते हैं, शेकिंग करते हैं, थोड़ा बहुत शेक वेक करके एक्सेस वाटर को वी विल रिमूव द एक्सेस वाटर एंड देन विल मेजर. एटलीस्ट ऐसा बड़ा स्टैंडर्ड हो रहा है, एटलीस्ट 10 टाइम यू मस्ट शेक द फैब्रिक सो दैट द एक्सेस वाटर विल बी गेट रिमूव्ड. ठीक है, बट स्टिल वाटर इज देयर. एक्सेस जो वाटर है रिमूव हो जाएगा. And whatever water is there, it is due to absorb by the fabric. जो भी पानी बचा है वो कौन सा पानी बचा है अभी फैब्रिक में, which is absorbed by the fabric. जो एक्सेस था वो तो बाहर आपने झटका वटका मारे, जिसको हम शेकन बोल रहे हैं. We have to shake it 10 times with the help of mechanical shaker. There are mechanical shaker available. उसमें हम उसको डाल देते 10 टाइम्स, वो उसको शेक करता है, फिर उसको वापस निकाल देते. शेक करता मीन्स क्या, झटका मार के पानी निकालना, सिंपल. ओके. And then again we will weight it, means before test and after test. ठीक है. So क्या मिल जाएगा, weight of water कितना पकड़ के रखा फैब्रिक ने. So that is called absorption of water by the fabric. So two things we will measure here: penetration of water through the fabric and absorption of water through the fabric. Now to find out absorption, the simple formula is like absorption is equal to what, mass of water absorbed divided by original mass. Okay? कितना पानी का वेट, तो वो तो सिंपल है, सैंपल वेट बिफोर टेस्टिंग, सैंपल वेट आफ्टर टेस्टिंग. सो उसको माइनस करें, क्या मिल जाएगा, मास ऑफ वाटर एब्जॉर्ब, एंड weight of sample before test, that is your original mass. So you will divide this mass of water by original mass of your sample multiplied by 100. You will get absorption value in percentage. So 4 samples we have, we calculate 4 values, and then we will take average or mean of this 4 value, and we will find out the absorption. So this we are doing by using this Bundsman water repellency test, और इसको हम बोल सकते हैं Rain-Storm effect test और Rain-Storm water repellency test भी हम इसको बोल सकते हैं. So this diagram already we have seen. So artificial rain produced in the laboratory, that is Bundsman water repellency test. Okay. Now we will move ahead. Another test that we will do now. So जैसे ये बंड्समैन टेस्ट है, वैसे एक वीरा टेस्ट भी है, that is टूल इंडस्ट्रियल रिसर्च ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. हम उसको पहले देख लेते हैं, उस वीरा टेस्ट को, ड्रॉप पेनिट्रेशन टेस्ट, that is called drop penetration. Now see here, drop penetration test. Now in this drop penetration test, we count the number of drops required to penetrate the fabric to the inner side. Now here what you are doing, you will try to make the drop to fall on same spot. Drop penetration test में आप क्या करते हैं, on a single spot you will make the drop to fall. Just a minute. I think some issue is there with. I am audible now. I think some issue is there with this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Actually, that USB again is creating some problem. Mouse has been disengaged. Okay, let it be. Mouse is not working now. Okay, let it be. Okay. So we are seeing drop penetration test. What we are doing here, we are measuring the drop. Which drop? Drop of water. We are measuring or we are counting number of drops which are required to penetrate the fabric. Penetrate कैसे पता चलेगा? When the fabric will wet from lower side or inner side. So that is called penetration of a drop in the fabric. And on same spot the drop will be made to fall, and time taken for penetration of the water drop we are measuring here. Two things we are measuring. Drop penetration test में आप क्या करते हो, number of drop required to penetrate the fabric to the inner side, and another thing, time taken for penetration of water drop on that fabric. So these two things we are measuring in drop penetration test, and this is a very simple test. You can count the drop easily by using burette, pipette. You can do this test. Okay. Now another, there is a, जैसे Buntsman shower था, Buntsman repellency था, वैसे now there is another test which is called as Vera shower test. Now this Vera shower test, as the name is Vera, that means it is no doubt developed by Wool Industrial Research Association. Again here we are trying to produce a rainstorm effect in the laboratory on the fabric. Here also we are measuring absorption as well as penetration. But this test is having certain advantages. ऐसा बोला गया है कि this test is having certain advantages over the Buntsman test. ऐसा बोला गया है कि some advantages are there. What are that advantages? Like the first is it is not depend on flow of water through the fine holes. This is first advantage they are saying कि भाई यहाँ पे जो flow of water है वो जो होल से ऊपर में उसके ऊपर डिपेंड नहीं है एक. Another thing, it uses distilled water and essential parts of this instrument are non-metallic, so they will not rust, or we can say they will not go for corrosion, so they will avoid corrosion, and the deposition problem will be automatically solved. Normally tap water में deposition problem होता है, जो हम टंकी लगाते हैं वहाँ कुछ deposits होता है, corrosions होता है, तो that problem is not here. Then here one provision is made for detaching and cleaning the backing material. जो हम wiper की बात किए थे, in Buntsman we have speak about wipers which are moving in contact with the lower side of a fabric or a sample. That particular material can be detached and cleaned because the penetration of fabric, penetration of your drop or water drop is depend on the surface property of your this backing material which we are using below the lower part. And the apparatus is a freestanding and not depend on any major plumbing and electrical fitting. So this is the advantage. So we will see this instrument tomorrow. Now then I will take attendance. So just don't go away. Give me attendance one by one. Just a second. Aditya?
Present, sir.